On March 13th, 2021, the day after my birthday, my channel was officially created with the first video called Lightning. I'm not sure if anyone knows about this, but I actually have a website which the URL will not be given out because first, it has my name on it. This video was originally from my website for the About Me page and showing how much I was interested on weather. On May 16th, 2021, my official second video was released, and it was called My Gorman-Redlich EAS Decoder, which was apparently an actual YouTube first, as not only no videos of Gorman-Redlich encoders or decoders showed up when I searched Gorman-Redlich EAS encoder on YouTube, but this was a decoder unit, an LP-FM decoder, which are used for low-power FM stations. I kinda believe I am the person who started the Gorman-Redlich encoder thing on YouTube, and more enthusiasts started owning the unit. The reason why I made the video is because I wanted to have a YouTube first uploaded, so there it is. But why did I start making these weather radio videos? Let's go back to 2018, shall we, before I moved to Northeast Florida and still in Lutz, Florida. I recorded a national periodic test, which is this clip right here.
I'll turn on the volume. I'll just do it in a minute. Listen. Oh, there you go. Whew, prime. Not loud at all.
This is a test of the National Emergency Alert System. This system was developed by broadcast and cable operators in voluntary cooperation.
Why did I record it? I thought it was cool, and yes, I was playing Minecraft. I didn't know why it had those data tones, and of course didn't know what AFSK is, or audio frequency shift keying was. Later in 2019, in January, I started watching weather radio videos and emergency alert content. And this is where I heard about the EAS community, a community of weather radio enthusiasts and collectors from different states who record weather radio and emergency alert content and upload it to YouTube. I believe the first video I watched about weather radios and stuff like that was on SBC Cranford's channel called Tornado Warning on No Weather Radio and TV. In 2015, the first weather radio I picked up was surprisingly my first ever walkie-talkie, called the Cobra CXT230, a 22-channel FRS and GMRS walkie-talkie and NOAA weather radio. And the first voice I heard on the NOAA function was Donna. I didn't know what NOAA was back then. I didn't know how anything worked back then. All I thought was you could listen to the news, and yes, the news. I visited WTSP in 2015, which is a news station that serves Tampa and is licensed to St. Petersburg, Florida. I thought I could listen to 10 News back then on Weather Channel 10. I gradually lost interest in it throughout the year. Then Hurricane Irma comes around in 2017, and I think I was in the cone, and boy, I lost power. At that time, I was super interested in Nerf guns, and I had a whole entire collection of them. Like, seriously, an actual arsenal of them. During Irma, I grabbed my walkie-talkie and tuned to Channel 1, and the only thing I heard was the forecast and chance of thunderstorms. So I wasn't really frightened when I heard that, but I thought it was serious. So yes, I told my parents about it. And I believe Channel 1 is KHP32 in Tampa, Florida on a frequency of 162.550 megahertz. During Irma, it was like super windy for the rest of the night when it impacted my area. And boy, it was quite the experience. When Irma passed, the damage in other parts of southern Florida was devastating. Towns were flooded, homes were destroyed, and the power was out in southern Florida. My neighbor's tree was uprooted, and I don't quite remember if it was or not. My dad was working with the church I go to, doing things for the Irma relief thing, whatever it's called, and cutting down trees, blocking the roads, and all that stuff. I don't quite remember what he told me, but that's all I know. Before Irma, believed to be somewhere in 2016, I was building an interest in fire alarms. I watched a lot of fire alarm videos, and the first one being on New Age Server Alarms channel called System Test 26.1, and that's what got me into fire alarms at the time. On my birthday of 2017, I received my first ever pulse station, and that one was this one, the Silent Night PSSA, a single action fire alarm pulse station. I was so excited about it and everything. I started collecting more pole stations throughout the year. My second one being a Firelight BG8, my third and fourth pole stations being an FCI MS2 and 8, and my first ever fire alarm, the EST Genesis Chime. and my last pole station a Wheelock MPS 100. And those are the pole stations I still have today. Heck, even my most popular video was Box System Test 1. Back to 2019 in January, I kept watching a lot of weather radio videos and I finally asked my parents for a weather radio. They said after we moved. And yes, we were getting ready to move to Northeast Florida in St. Augustine. After driving to St. Augustine, we settled in a condo or some kind of temporary apartment, something like that, in World Gulf Village, Florida. And later received my first ever weather radio. It was a Midland ER210. I got it from Publix. Returning to the condo, I was in the office. I later heard some kind of siren going off and it was very loud. I was scared and I even thought it was the fire alarm. It turned out to be the radio and it activated for an alert. It was a required weekly test and I didn't even know those existed. And it happened on Wednesday, February 13th, 2019. I started recording the radio because it seemed very interesting. I won't show the video here because it's a bit weird because I was acting like something bad happened. I kept saying, "Oh my gosh, it's another one," which is a reference to SPC Cranford's tornado warning. And it was just all a test. And yes, I was very weird back then. Traveling to Alabama on February 22nd, 2019, and yes, you guessed it, I saw sirens. And yes, I had an interest in sirens back then too, but never recorded them. Surprisingly, the first couple sirens I saw was in Florida and Georgia. And why Georgia? My cousin used to live in Alpharetta. They have a couple sirens at the USF campus, and they have a lot of sirens in Alpharetta. I saw sirens such as Federal Signal DSAs and modulators in Florida, while I saw 2001s and modulators in Alpharetta. I even saw an ATI HPSS 32 in Cummings and a Finback Wheeland 4004 when I was traveling to Alpharetta. I don't quite remember where the Finback was. It might have been in Alabama, but that's all I assume, okay? And boy, I will never forget the Wills Park 2008, probably one of the first modulators I've ever seen. I first discovered it when my family was taking us to the park to play on the playground, and yes, I had a lot of fun. The sirens were very big and large, and I've never heard a siren in my whole entire life before. I've only watched the videos. On February 23rd, I went siren hunting with my aunts and found different sirens including 2001s. And yes, I even saw the Wetumpka Thunderbolt. I really hope to record that siren someday. Anyways, this was the same day I received an early birthday gift. My second ever weather radio, the Midland WR120. Back to World Gulf Village on February 24th, I was very obsessed with the radio and I really liked the alert tone. I thought it was cool. I finally moved into my new house somewhere at the end of February. On March 1st, 2019, I was put under a marginal risk of severe weather, and at 2:34 p.m., a severe thunderstorm warning was issued for KHV39's coverage, which set off the station.
Here we go.
My weather radio never went off because I only set it to go off for St. Johns County and it was on display mode. Then at 4:24 p.m. a severe thunderstorm warning was issued for southern St. Johns County and set off my radio, but at that time still had it on display mode. I was really excited and I started collecting more weather radios throughout the month. On April 14th, 2019 at 3 p.m. Tornado Watch number 64 was issued for the station's coverage and it set off the radios. I had 4 or 5 radios at the time. I was under a marginal risk with the coverage having a slight risk. I started recording the radios but my phone stopped because it ran out of storage. I had an iPhone 6 at the time and more alerts were issued during the day. April 17th, it was a Wednesday, the test happened and that was pretty much it. But on April 19th, an enhanced risk of severe weather was in place for my area and a moderate risk was in place for southern Virginia, central North Carolina, and central South Carolina with a 10% risk of tornadoes and a 45% risk of damaging winds. At 10:15 a.m., Tornado Watch 87 was issued for my county and set off my radios here in this clip. Severe thunderstorm warnings were issued throughout the day, and I believe that's pretty much what happened, and I think a few tornado warnings were issued as well. Fast forward to August 22nd, 2019, at 7:01 p.m. a statewide Amber Alert was issued for all of Florida, and when on the TV was the Samantha voice. On September 2nd, 2019, at 4:59 p.m., during a Hurricane Dorian, a hurricane warning was issued for my county, and it actually went on my TV. I kept making videos of my weather radios and putting them on iMovie. I received an early birthday present in March of 2021, which is my Gorman Redlick EAS 1 decoder. Traveling to Virginia for my birthday on March 10th, 2021, and then I arrived in Virginia on March 11th. On March 12th, my cousin's dad, I guess I could say, set up a website for my birthday, which, like I said, the URL will not be given out. March 13th, in the middle of setting up the About Me page, we tried to find a way to get a video on my website, but for some reason the website won't accept the video file. So on that day, my YouTube channel has been created, and the first video on it called Lightning. Somewhere in May of 2021, I received my first EAS encoder decoder, which is the Sage EAS Index, or the Sage Model 1822. I also finally get access to my channel in May, having the ability to upload videos. And the first video I uploaded to the channel was called my Gorman Redlick EAS decoder, and like I said, was an actual YouTube first. And from there on, I keep collecting more radios and a few scanners. From there to now, here I am, now in Virginia and still posting weather radios and EAS content and tornado sirens. From a small channel, what was originally meant for a website, to a large and popular channel with over 50,000 views on YouTube. And that is how it all started. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It is actually currently Saturday, September 23rd, at 1:06 a.m. and Tropical Storm Ophelia is actually just about to hit North Carolina. It's about to make landfall. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you everyone for giving me support. It really means it. Yeah, I've been wanting to do weather since 2017 or whatnot. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys really mean it to me. And what used to be a small channel for just a website that we couldn't get a video file on became a really big channel. And as of right now, it has like 70,000 views, but I actually don't care about the views. It's the channel, and yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for getting me to this point. It really does mean it to me. So, yep, I think that's going to conclude this video. Most of the recordings were actually made probably in August or something like that, but yeah. I just want to say thank you guys very much. All you guys really mean it to me. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get this far. So, yeah. Well, it's going to conclude the video. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, you all rock. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you guys do not have to subscribe if you want to. This is all up to you. I am not forcing anyone to subscribe. I am not forcing anyone to do anything here. This is just a suggestion. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. And the subscribe button is perfectly free. There's absolutely no cost. Well, not really a cost, but you just need to make a YouTube account, something like that. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and Central Virginia EAS here, signing out.